The price of beauty and power. Please make sure you watch this video till the end. After watching, drop anything you learned from this story on the comment section. The first time I saw it, I wished I could forget. But some things cannot be unseen. Some things crawl into your dreams and never leave. Zora stood in front of the mirror, staring at her face. It was perfect. Too perfect. She touched her cheek, but she didn't feel it. Her beauty was not real. It was borrowed. And one day, she would have to pay for it. It all started when my friend, Kofi, a journalist, told me about the missing men. Something is wrong, he said. Too many rich men are disappearing, and nobody is talking about it. I laughed at first. Maybe they ran away. Maybe they are hiding. No, he said, his voice shaking. I think the murder queens have something to do with it. Everyone in Lumora knew about the murder queens. They were the most beautiful women in the city. Rich. Powerful. Worshipped. No one dared to question them. Men would do anything to be near them. Women would do anything to be like them. But something about them never felt right. One night, Kofi called me. Come quickly, he whispered. I found something. I arrived at an old mansion, one of their secret places. Kofi was hiding in the bushes, his camera shaking in his hands. Look, he said. Through the window, I saw Zora and the other murder queens. They stood in a circle around a young man tied to a chair. His face was wet with sweat, his eyes filled with terror. His mouth was gagged. Zora held a small knife. I wanted to scream, but Kofi grabbed my arm. Don't make a sound. Zora whispered something. The air in the room changed. It felt heavy. Dark. Wrong. Then she caught the man's arm. Just a small cut. Blood dripped onto the floor. The walls trembled. Then, something moved in the corner of the room. At first, I thought it was a shadow. But shadows don't have eyes. Shadows don't have teeth. It slithered out of the darkness, its body twisting and shifting like smoke. The young man's body stiffened. His eyes rolled back. The room went silent. Then, he collapsed. Empty. Dry. Like something had sucked the life out of him. Zora touched her face. It glowed. The other murder queens smiled, their skin looking smoother, younger. The sacrifice was done. Then, as if hearing something, Zora turned her head sharply, straight towards the window. Kofi and I ducked. My heart pounded so hard I thought they would hear it. We need to leave. Now. We ran. But we were not fast enough. The guards caught Kofi first. I heard him scream as they dragged him back into the mansion. I didn't stop. I kept running, my legs burning, my lungs screaming for air. I didn't stop until I reached home. The next day, Kofi was missing. I went to the police, but they laughed. People like Kofi disappear all the time. I knew the truth. Kofi was gone. And the murder queens were still out there, beautiful, powerful, and untouchable. Their secret was safe. For now. But secrets don't stay hidden forever. One day, their beauty will fade. One day, the thing they serve will come for them too. And that day came faster than they expected. A week after Kofi's disappearance, whispers spread through Lumora. People spoke of strange happenings. Of powerful men going missing. But more terrifying, of murder queens appearing, changed. It started with one of them. Tosha. She was one of Zora's closest friends, one of the most admired. One night, at an exclusive party, she screamed in front of everyone. Her skin. It was peeling. Not like dry skin, but like something was crawling under it, pushing through. People watched in horror as she clawed at her face, screaming, weeping. Her beauty melted away before their eyes. And then, she fell. When they turned her body over, there was nothing left of her face. Only a hollow skull staring back. The mother queens called it an accident. But the city knew. Something was wrong. Days later, another one fell. This time, in her sleep. Her maid found her body shriveled, her once smooth skin sagging like old paper. She had aged 100 years overnight. Zora knew. She knew what was happening. The spirit they had fed for years was no longer satisfied. It was taking back what it had given. Zora ran. She hid. She tried to escape Lumora, but the spirit followed. Shadows clung to her, whispering, pulling her back. She begged. She screamed. She promised to serve it forever. But it was too late. One night, she stood before the mirror again. Staring. Her beauty was still there. But when she touched her face, it crumbled. Her screams echoed through the city. But no one came to help. They only watched from a distance, whispering, waiting. And when morning came, Zora was gone. All that was left was the mirror. And the reflection of something, waiting for the next one. The city of Lumora learned a lesson that year. The mother queens were gone, their reign of beauty and power erased. But something else remained. A warning. A whisper in the air whenever a woman stared too long in the mirror. Beauty comes at a price. And one day, you must pay. And so, the legend lives on. Women in Lumora still chase beauty. Still crave power. But late at night, when they look in the mirror, they swear they see something watching them back. Beauty and power without integrity lead to destruction. The illusion of security can be more dangerous than vulnerability. The truth will always surface, no matter how well it is hidden. If you enjoyed this story, like and share so others can learn from it. Don't let the warning be forgotten. Do you think beauty is worth the risk? Comment below.